Welcome back to Acadiana's Morning News as we continue to cover the investigation in New York, New Jersey, and then also the stabbing investigation, seeming to be separate situations at this point, but obviously the investigation is ongoing. Joining us on the phone right now, Tonya J. who has been standing there watching it firsthand as the investigation has happened. And where are we this morning?
Well, right now we know that late last night, Ahmad Rahami, who is the guy that they caught yesterday, they say he is the person behind these bombings here in New York and New Jersey. He has now been charged in New Jersey with 5 counts of attempted murder of police officers. That is in connection with the shootout that happened when they captured him yesterday morning in Linden, New Jersey. He's also being held on $5.2 million bail. He apparently had undergone surgery after that shootout for a gunshot wound to the leg. Federal prosecutors still weighing charges over the bombings, so you can imagine that some more charges will be probably filed in addition to what he's already got.
So what is the feeling kind of there? We obviously heard yesterday quite a bit from the person who actually called in. He was actually watching coverage of it online at the time, and I believe he's a bar owner. And this guy, he was sleeping in the area nearby, and a bar owner said, gosh, he looks familiar. Asked someone else, hey, doesn't this guy look familiar? And that's kind of how it happened. I mean, it seems like a very lucky situation on how it actually happened.
Yeah, the fact that this was solved just 50 hours after the first blast, it's incredible how quickly this all happened. And you're right, the bar owner actually saw him sleeping in a doorway of the bar and, said, okay, or let's call the police. The New Jersey police officer that, came to see about him, at that point they didn't know it was him. The New Jersey police officer, kind of like, hey, dude, you got to get up, move along. And when he got up, he realized because he had a hoodie over his head while he was lying there sleeping in the rain. And they just thought he was, somebody who, was homeless or didn't, have a place to go or whatever, and that's why he was there. They didn't realize that's who he was. When he got the guy roused up and he was getting up, that's when, apparently Rahami woke up pretty quickly and grabbed his gun and shot the officer. Thankfully, that officer, I believe, is the one who had the vest on because he was not seriously injured or anything. But that's what started that running shootout kind of thing. It was a moving sort of thing as they were going up the street. Another officer was apparently injured by a fragment. They're expected to be okay, thankfully. And then, of course, they shot Rahami in the leg, and they took him in. But they captured him alive, which was good.
As we're wrapping up with Tonya J. Powers, I know there was some talk yesterday morning, especially about could he be a part of a larger cell who is looking to cause problems in that area or here in our country. Where is that investigation now into if more people are involved?
Well, they're looking into it still, but from what we heard yesterday, the news conference from New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio, as well as the NYPD Commissioner James O'Neill, they say that they do not believe that it's part of a larger organization. They didn't use the words necessarily, lone wolf or anything like that, but they're still looking into that. We do know that one of the people who was in that car that they pulled over in Brooklyn where they took the 5 people in for questioning, one of those at least one of those appears to be Rahami's relative, and they apparently were heading from New Jersey to JFK.
All right. We will continue to follow your reporting. Tonya J. Powers, thanks for making some time for us this morning.
Thank you.
Anytime.